I was being so foolish, just trying to wait around for me. I be at the crib, you know I held it down for you. You doing your thing with your girls and I respect it, cause you know I'll always be at.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to RizzAsylum. I'm your host, Riz. It was so nice, we had to give it to you twice this week. Happy Friday, everybody. Our V-Day special was good. It was a successful turnout. Now, today is the beginning of your weekend, that weekend fun time. I know you can't wait to clock out and run out that workplace so you can get to whatever you got in store for this weekend. Hopefully you're spending time with your loved ones, your family, your friends, the people in your inner circle that you care for. I want to start today with this question. Have you ever been hurt before? Let it marinate. Have you ever been hurt before? Many relationship scars kill you, but you won't stay dead. It breaks you, but you will become whole again. You feel dead, but you'll be alive again. Your scars tells a story. Don't be ashamed to show your scars. You don't need to hide what you've been through to try to get people to think you're perfect. Sorry, perfect doesn't exist in this world. People may label you based off what you did or been through. What they label you as doesn't matter because they don't control you. They don't walk in your shoes every day. They don't think for you. They don't pick you up when you're sad, down, battered, and bruised. You left in a space where you don't understand. You're led through your pain with faith. You're wading through pain, anxiety, broken heart. You're waiting. When will your prayers be answered? We all have been wounded. It's a difference from being wounded and being scarred. If you try to move along through a relationship's wounded, you're going to inflict your pain onto the next one. If you claim to be healed and you're really not from your past, then why are you in the present still being so touchy? What wounded you doesn't have to hold you forever. Many people hold grudges, want to seek vengeance after being hurt. Will say they forgive a person, but never truly forgive them because they hold that cloud over that person's actions as a reminder. Constantly reflecting upon the situation that led you on that bumpy road. See, the power of forgiveness isn't just in the word. It's also in your actions and how you move forward after forgiving who you forgave. When you forgive, you need a clear understanding what you're saying when you forgive a person. Once you forgive someone, you shouldn't be holding a grudge. You shouldn't get mad and bring it back up what they done. Forgiveness is to let go of what you're holding on to, the pain of that action. Forgiveness doesn't mean it didn't happen. The scars shows it happened. So when you let go of whatever wounded you so you can be free and happy and withstand a strong, healthy relationship, it doesn't mean you pretend it never happened. Forgiveness isn't denial. You can't blame your past trauma forever. At some point, you must realize it isn't everyone around you who brought you pain, misery, a broken heart. The hardest person you'll ever have to forgive is yourself. The truth be told, it is your self-inflicted weight you carry with you that you allow to be the leading force to why you cannot be happy in the next adventure or the next relationship. Why you can't do things with the new person because they remind you of your ex. Newsflash, they're not your ex. Nobody like being compared with the ex. Because if you compare them with your ex, they know deep down they will be your current ex. Because your ex is your past for a reason and no longer in your life. If you see them as your ex with that comparison and they know there's no room for them to stay inside your life because they will always be compared to the ex. You won't give them room to help heal you. You won't allow them to love you the way you deserve to be loved because you're steady comparing. You have the hardest time letting go of what they did to you, what they didn't do for you. When you forgive, it's not that it didn't happen or that it doesn't hurt. That's not what forgiveness is. The memory's still there. It's easy to forgive when the person you're forgiving is gone. When you're trying to learn how to love the right way, trying to learn how to trust again, it doesn't mean it won't hurt. You think the pain will go away when you forgive the offense? You keep waiting on the feeling of forgiveness to come, but it's not a feeling. It takes faith. Stop wrestling with your past. The reason why you get an experience, so when you face that situation again, you'll be stronger, wiser, better, and ready to face what you've been through if you discover the same patterns as before.
You're now rocking with DJ Rizz on the RizzAsylum.
Welcome back. You know, I was moving so fast on the V-Day special episode, I forgot to read out the answers to the Shattered Dreams episode question of the day. So I'll do it now along with the V-Day special question answers as well. First one was, why is it complicated to support someone's dreams? Our first answer comes from MJ2K. Some people just don't like other people to be in a position to win. I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that one. Second answer comes from loyalty has no expiration date. Some people don't want you to do better than them. All right. Our third answer comes from dreams chasing dreams. Some just want to keep you at a middle level comfort and not be successful. I can really agree with those answers. I like those answers right there. Let's move along to the V-Day question. Do you feel love exists anymore in today's era? First one is from MJ. I think it does exist today. However, it's just a matter of timing and patience in finding the right one. All right. I can go along with that one right there. I like that one. Good answer. Our second answer comes from Team Loyal. Yes, it does. It's just sometimes we overlook it because we anticipate love to be there so much that we look for it in the wrong people. Definitely. We hold on to people that's past the expiration date because we want to force it up on them. What we can't control, what we can't get love from, we can't hold on to it thinking that it's going to eventually one day love us. Third answer comes from love don't live here. Wow. No, it doesn't, because everyone all about themselves and what they can get or attention they can gain through social media. I could definitely see what you're saying by that, because this is a social media world. Everybody's posting happy moments and happy couple stuff, and sometimes their relationship is not what you see. But you think it is because that's what they showcasing. That's what they want you to believe. At some point, they going to convince themselves to believe it. But we all know how that end up. We all know how that works out. Let's move along to the next segment. That moment in the spotlight.
It's now time for the Independent Artist Report.
Welcome back. It is that time right now, that moment in the spotlight, where I like to shine the light on a talented independent artist. And today's independent artist goes by the name of Maskerade. He's my brother in music. We collabed on a lot of music, such as Down for Whatever, My Love, Have Some Fun, So Much Better, Side Chick, Isolated, Show Me the Light, What I Promise. Ladies should know that one. And one of his own songs that he's got, he's a truly amazing artist. His song is entitled Amazing. Another one is entitled Keep It Real. And his latest, Heels and Shades. And another one entitled Voodoo. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, my brother, Maskerade.
And I'm caught in your song. Your love is like voodoo. Love is like voodoo. It's true. All I want is do. Baby, you the truth. All I wanna do is make love to you. All I wanna do is love is like voodoo. Baby, it's true. All
Alright. That's my brother Maskerade. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to follow him on Apple Music and Spotify, just type in Maskerade. 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 If you want to follow him on IG, if you want production from him from IG, then it's Maskerade Beats. MaskeradEbeats. If you want to follow him to support him in music, then it's IamMaskerade. I am Maskerade. Now I say this a lot. Please support our independent artists like you support the mainstream artists that don't even know you. So if you got somebody in the music, acting, voice acting, or open up a restaurant or being a chef, support doesn't always come in the form of money. You can also share a post, share a link, how to follow that person, how to be informed by that person. It doesn't hurt you to share. Support is everything. Without support, we're no one. So your support is very well appreciated. Now, Maskerade and Ta-Rizzle also got a single dropping March 3rd entitled Get It Lit. Another club banger, we bring it to y'all March 3rd. So be on the lookout. If you want to hear it now, you can head over to Django Radio to hear the exclusive. Or if you want to wait till it drop March 3rd to run up those streams, Apple Music, Spotify, purchase that single and let's make it number one.
You're now rocking with DJ Riz on the RizzAsylum.
Welcome back. Let's get it to the question of the day. Today's question reads, why do you forgive if you truly don't forgive a person from your heart? One more time, y'all. Why do you forgive if you truly don't forgive a person from your heart?
You're listening to The Recovery Letter.
Welcome back, everybody. This is that segment part of the show we call The Recovery Letter. Here on The Recovery Letter, we like to give you the best advice possible to see a different alternative, to see a different perspective, to give you a new vision, new life on things. If you want your letter selected, then here's where you send in your letter at RizzAsylum@gmail.com. That's RizzAsylum@gmail.com. Now, let's get into it. Today's letter is short, so it won't take that long, everybody. Subject read, what is forgiveness? Dear Riz, I've been in a relationship for 9 years, and my man stopped showing me the attention he once showed me. I know as time passes, things changes, but I will be honest. I've cheated on him a year ago with one of his friends. We both were super drunk, and I guess our chemistry mixed very well, and we had our entanglement. My man walked into the house from a late night of work and caught us in the act. It was so embarrassing because I thought we would be finished before he arrived home. The sex was just so good, we couldn't stop nor keep our hands off each other. Now I want my man to love me and show me the attention like he used to. I still deserve affection. I am a woman. He forgave me and we moved on from it, but he still doesn't trust me as before. Every now and then, he brings it back up in our argument. Then he leaves and won't return till the next morning. He makes me wonder what he out doing, where he goes, why he's coming home till the next morning. How can I get him to see me how he once did in the beginning? I am lonely and I'm trying very hard here. He is a great man provider and have the mandango between the sheets. I miss him in every way. Now it's like we're disconnected. He won't look at me. He doesn't really want to spend quality time with me as often. Every time I try to get his attention, he blows me off. Or he stays out late and come home when I'm asleep. Or he don't like to come home till the next morning. I'm lost here. I need guidance here. How can we reconnect again? Well, clearly ain't no shame in her game. Well, you've admitted to your crime that he forgave you for. But I'll get to him in a second. You not only cheated, you did it with one of his friends. The ultimate disrespect, the line you never supposed to cross. See, first off, how could you, if you say he's a good man, great provider, and have the mandingo in the sheets? What are you actually looking for? If you had everything in him, what was the point of doing what you did? I'm lost and confused on that one. You could have had it all. If you had to seek for it elsewhere, I'm sorry, you never had it all. Don't give me that we was drunk excuse. I'm sick and tired of hearing that we was drunk. If your man was at work, working late, why are you and his friend home alone hanging out for? What were you drinking for? How about that? You intentionally planned knowing your man will be at work, so at some point you was eyeing his friend secretly. You already knew in the back of your mind you wanted to try that. You was waiting for the right moment to capitalize on that desire of temptation. That was creeping in the back of your mind. You also said you're a woman who deserves attention. Seem like you get all the attention elsewhere if your man can't give it. You need to know what you want and stick to what you commit to. You really felt the need to step out with his friend because your man working late trying to provide for your silly self. You're very unappreciative and impatient. Now, brother, sorry you had to experience that because nobody deserves that. Not man, no woman. Let's start with your friend. He wasn't a friend. He wanted your woman from the time you introduced him. He was trying to figure out how can he add her to his record book, a notch under his belt. See, player, you don't mix your friends with your lady if you know you have some snake dog mofo friends. Credit the fact you're supposed to be able to trust your woman, not to go there, not to sleep with any of your homies. But most importantly, not to ever cross that bridge. That's bro code 101. Your brother, your friend, shouldn't have done that. He should have known better. But obviously he was never a friend. Now, dog, if you forgave her, why are you mistreated? Why neglect your role as a man if you forgave her? It's not how forgiveness works, my man. The bigger issue, why are you leaving and not coming home? What's up? You don't stop loving her. You don't stoop to her level and cheat on her. Honor your forgiveness and move past it. Two wrongs don't make it right. You forgave her. Start rebuilding your relationship. If you feel it's worth holding on to, then repair what's the damage and get back to the loving, the respect, the commitment you and her had in the beginning. I'm not telling you to forget what she's done, but you must move past it if you forgave her. Don't keep throwing things back up at her face. Trust yourself on making the correct decision to forgive. Don't use the word forgive if you have no meaning or intentions on forgiveness. And baby girl, if you're truly sorry for what you've done, please stop reflecting on that moment like it's something you cherish and want more of. That particular moment is what caused the problem you have right now. Stop always trying to get affection and start paying attention to your man more, just to see the pain that's still there that you inflicted. Most certainly in your home, the bed y'all share together. You had that affair. So every time you walk in, it's hard trying not to re-envision that moment when you're living in that scene of crime. Every day, every night, you wake up to it, you go to sleep to it, you see it. So do what you want to reconnect. Get away. Have a conversation. Ask how can you repair this relationship? What can you do to repair the damages? How can you and him get to a better place?
You're now rocking with DJ Riz on the RizzAsylum.
Welcome back, everybody. You know, I had to regroup, reassess things, and reanalyze things as I come to close with this final message. You know, no one teaches you about forgiveness. You hear about how great it is, and you should do it. It's like the Nike of spiritual griefs. Just do it. Many ask, why forgive? Most of you are forgiven for the wrong reasons. Some forgive right away because it's the right thing to do, but you think it makes you a good person. Forgiveness has no timeline on when you should forgive. Most get the pressure to forgive from everyone else around them. Fathers, family, friends, spouses, significant others, or mates. The sad truth, everyone wants you to forgive quickly so they can move on. They don't want to dwell on a situation. Some also think if you forgive, it's some sort of shortcut to forgiveness. You just want to skip to the end of your story. That will help you bypass all the anger, vulnerability, misery, and healing. But I got a spoiler alert for you. That will really come back and bite you in the rear. Forgiveness is meant to set you free. That's what it's designed for. So when you say I forgive you, then you're really saying, I know what you did is not okay, but I recognize you're more than that, and I don't want to hold us captive to the situation anymore. I can heal myself, and I don't need anything from you. After you say that with both meaning and merit, it's just you. No chains, no prisoners. It's just the good, the bad, and the ugly of whoever that person was from the start. You get specific to what you exactly forgiven for, because you can't forgive something that didn't happen directly to you. All the pain, the anguish, you have to compartmentalize your damage. Most of us don't want to forgive because they don't want to look at their wounds. They rather channel it to rage on another person. Forgiveness is only right when waiting on what we're owed comes at too high of a cost. The sorrows, you're drowning it while losing yourself in the process of trying to be right. You become a stranger to yourself when you create a monster within to handle what you were subjected to in that deception moment. You see, real forgiveness, you can't expect a certain outcome. You can't expect them to call, reply. You can't even expect who you're going to be on the other side of it. Real forgiveness is tricky. It's properly welded. When you have healed just enough, when we have nothing else to lose. If you're still drowning in pain and you cannot roll up your sleeves and show me your scars and tell me what happened to you, then it's still too soon to forgive. Understand, it's never too late, man, to let go of your villains and reclaim yourself. When you're ready to let go, I mean let it all go. The grief, the pain, the sadness, the trauma, the anger, the deception, and become open to finding out who you are instead of always trying to prove yourself.
You're now rocking with DJ Riz on the RizzAsylum.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. I'm glad everyone had time to tune in to this lovely episode today of forgiveness. Hopefully somebody was able to learn something off of this, and hopefully if you got somebody around you that's struggling with forgiving someone, hopefully you can play them this episode and they can learn something from it and learn a way to go at forgiveness so they can understand forgiveness, so they won't just be forced to forgive. Let them know that the timeline doesn't exist on forgiveness. It's when you're willing and ready to forgive. You have to come to that conclusion that you're ready to forgive. You have to be able to show your scars. Get past them wounds. That's my time, everybody. Hope to see y'all same time next week. I'm out of here. Riz Nation, I'm out.
I was being so foolish, trying to wait around for me. I be at the crib, you know I held it down for you. You doing your thing with your girls and I respect it, 'cause you know I always be